It certainly doesn't have a lot of yellowing on it. There's a little bit on the keys. But if it's even, relatively even, I don't usually worry about it. Although, I don't know if you can see that on camera, like the G is more yellow than the F and the H. The lighting I have in here is an LED, but it's a warm LED, so unfortunately it has kind of an incandescent tinge to it, or color temperature. Yeah, you could see how these keys are a little yellower than these ones. So that might activate my OCD. I might want to wash the keys in some hydrogen peroxide or peroxide gel or whatever. Time to Retrobright. First thing to do is to take a picture of the keys in case you don't get it. I mean, you can look this up online without any trouble, but why not have it handy? So, okay, anyway, so. Ideally, you should just dry brush this. It's a safer method, it's easier. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to dry brush this. It's only dusty, you know, it isn't really that dirty. If I find any, stains on it, I don't really actually see any evidence of anything spilled, so that's always a good sign. So I'm just going to give these guys a bath and then get them all dry and use some Retrobright on them. Use some peroxide gel. I probably won't on the grays. I'll probably just skip them because they don't really look like... See, if you look at the sides and then you look at the top, it's just not, Whereas this, yeah, you can see the difference. Especially the upper keys. For some reason, it's like the sun was hitting the upper... Anyway, so I already have a video on how I Retrobright things, so I'm not going to repeat that here. But basically what it amounts to is that I just lay out all, in this case I would lay out all the keys, and then I have a UV light that I just put above it and I point down at the keys. It's one of those large grow light, UV light things. And then I just slather the keys with peroxide gel, and then every hour or two I come back and refresh, re-lather, re-slap the stuff on there. And then, these are not that yellow, so they'll probably only take a couple of hours. I have a power supply outside that I'm building for this as well, and I'm going to Retrobright that at the same time. May as well. So anyway, I'll be back. You ever try to remove or insert a ribbon cable with one of these sleeves that locks it down? I don't know if you can see that, but that little white thing is actually a sleeve that goes around the connector and squeezes the ribbon cable in there. So to remove it, it's not the safest thing in the world just to yank up on it. You want to try to lift that thing up, and to remove and also reinsert it, I found that one of these chip pullers is like the best tool in the world for it, assuming it fits in there. At least in my case it does. So we're going to grab the sides of it with this tool, the white part, and pull it up. Hard to find it, but there we go, got it. One side maybe. There we go. Okay, so that gently brought it out. Now, but really where this method shines is when you try to reinsert it, because you can't get your fingers in there to lift up on the white cap, the white outer part. And when you go to push the ribbon cable in, it pushes the white piece down with it oftentimes. So what I like to do is I like to hold it up with this tool, insert, see if I can move my arms around so you can see it a little better. This is really awkward with the camera. Insert the ribbon. Make sure it's up all the way. Insert the ribbon. There we go. The ribbon is inserted, and then I'm going to take the tool, the little fingers of the tool, and use it on the top to push down. There. It's pretty fiddly, but boy, without this tool, just about impossible. You'd have to use two picks or something to hold it up. I just thought that, you know, this thing does have two little hooks on it. I wonder if this will work. And it turns out it works really well. So one of these chip pullers, available cheaply anywhere. You'd have one anyway if you were working on these machines. And that's my trick for today. Thanks, friends.